I came here and I couldn't speak English very well. I had studied in school, but it's not the same thing to be in a country and have to make your way through it. And I was looking for comics, thinking that it would be a good way to find the lived experience of a new language, because it would be the way people speak, it would be speech balloons, and there were none on the newsstand, and somebody I knew just handed me magazines that Art had done out of underground comics, and I read his work and I was shocked. I read the comic strips that he had done about his mother's suicide, and I was really literally blown over by the intensity of information and of feeling and of emotions that there was in this 4-page comic strip. And I hate the telephone, especially when I couldn't speak English. And I ended up, because we had met socially, wanting to talk to him and spending hours on the phone. I realized I have to spend more time with this person, because it does, again, it does so much power in terms of what is communicated in so few panels, so few pages. After that, I again had that experience again of how powerful comics can be when I was reading them with my children. And that moment with school, I mean, I have very bright kids, and we were very lucky as parents to have a boy and a girl, and very different from each other, different way of apprehending the world. We read similar books to each of them. But that moment where the school, trying to be helpful, was mandating a specific step to be achieved by that time, if we hadn't had something at home that kept my kid glued to books, which happened to be comics, it would have been so difficult to not let him be turned away from something that I love. And that would be excruciating as a parent, considering that my life is shaped around the books that I've read. That's how I came of age. I was an avid reader myself. I escaped from whatever trouble I had in school or with my parents or at home or with my friends by simply being my nose in a book. I learned how to go to school and cross the street while reading without losing track of where I was in my book. I read like many kids. I mean, I read a lot. But if I couldn't have communicated that to my children, it would have been a grave loss for me. And with both my kids, I think I feel the visual narrative. I can hear their father's voice when they are reading aloud, and they're both very creative and they're very engaged. And my daughter is writing a book as well as writing TOON Books, and my son, again, is consultant on some of the books that I do. I think it's a way to share what you love, and that it's also a way to create a literate future, which is all you want. I mean, as long as people can make discriminatory judgment and analyze what they are looking at,